everyone. So I just wanted to first thank Chloe for putting this whole event together. It has been an amazing experience to see all of the different events and learn so many different things from so many different people. It has truly been a very impactful week. So I just wanted to first give a shout out to her. And also, I felt the need to really create this video just because I feel like that, I always share my story. A lot of people know this, but I always share my story from the perspective of my lived experience in foster care and also with my lived experience with mental health. But I never really truly shared this side of me. And the reason why I haven't is just because I was always afraid to. I always felt like it wasn't ever going to be heard. But just living as a person of color in this world, sometimes can be challenging. And I thought it would be important for me to share my story so others can learn from me and also learn to, hear the voices of stories from other people so they can make change in their own lives. So I hope this is helpful. And I'll just start with one of the things that I wanted to talk about. So I have definitely experienced microaggressions before. Actually too many times to count. I distinctly remember this time when I was in the hair store trying to get products for my hair. And as I was walking through the store trying to find what I need, I just felt like this feeling of someone was watching me. And I turned around and there was a person literally following me in the store. It was one of the store clerks, I guess, or store employees. And I just felt really uncomfortable in that moment because something as simple as me like browsing and looking for things for my hair, it was just really uncomfortable. So because of that incident, now I've created some things that I just think about in my head whenever I go to like a hair store or things like that. And one of the things that I do now is I literally write down what I need, and I try, if they have like a website or something, which most of the places that I go to don't really have a website. But if I've been there a few times, I know exactly where to go. And so I write down what I need and I go directly to that item to pick it up. I don't carry anything with me in the store, like no purse or anything like that. Because I always feel like that when I'm being followed, I feel like that person think I'm going to steal. And so I don't know. I just don't have a lot of stuff on me when I go into the store. Or I directly go to the front counter and just ask them, hey, do you have this? And I immediately go grab it and come back. I don't even waste my time in the store, even if I see something interesting to me. And that kind of makes me uncomfortable and it bothers me a lot because I shouldn't have to do that. But those are some of the microaggressions that I have experienced. And it even comes down to me having conversations with people about my experiences and things like that. And sometimes it's often dismissed or the person don't believe what I'm saying. And that can be challenging too to deal with because it's you're speaking your truth. So why does it always have to be challenged? And I think it just speaks to how people live in their own world, live in their own bubble and perspectives, and sometimes not willing to step outside to hear somebody else's story. And so I'm curious to see what everyone else thinks about this topic on microaggressions. What have you experienced, or what are you doing to kind of combat this idea of microaggressions towards people of color? Some of the most simplest things that is taken for granted or people don't even think twice about, as a person of color, these are all of the things that we have to think about in the back of our heads. and it's sometimes very challenging and exhausting to do, especially like when we're doing normal activities like walking outside or going shopping for things that you need. It's like we have to think about extra steps or extra things that we can do to keep ourselves safe, or to keep ourselves in a way that we're not perceived that we're doing something that we're not supposed to be doing. But even when we're putting all those things in place, it still doesn't matter. It still doesn't make a difference, and we still have to experience these things. So I feel like sharing this will hopefully help others understand that this is a thing that constantly occurs all the time, around the clock, every day. And I really think that we should try to work towards making things better for people of color, because we have to live like this all the time, 24/7. And a lot of people don't have to experience what we experience. And so I just really want to say that. And I hope this was helpful.